Hello and welcome to Game Over Yeah, the video game podcast created by gamers for gamers with your hosts, Leon.
The Stag Beetle himself, Michael Stevens.
And we have got some special guests this week with an awesome game. And I think we should get the trailer on just to let it speak for itself. And there we go. There is the trailer for Skara, The Blade Remains. So, yeah, introduce yourself, guys.
Hello, everybody. This is Skara, The Blade Remains. This is Cesar Ortega and Jackson Adams speaking from London. And also, Pablo is also on the line.
Hello, everyone. Hello from Barcelona.
Hey. So
worldwide.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, exactly. I mean, well, welcome to the cast, guys. So, I mean, what brings you guys over to London then? Are you here sort of for Eurogamer?
Well, no, we're actually based in between London and Barcelona.
Oh,
we're
okay,
kind
fair
of
enough.
a split team. Yes, so we have a small office here in London, in the center, and Pablo has a studio and the development team based in Barcelona. But we have actually been in Eurogamer last weekend. We were actually invited to demo Skara in the States by the Xbox guys.
Oh, nice.
It was a pretty cool experience. Yeah.
Oh, that's excellent. I mean, I know that you've sent us over some pictures. Eventually, we'll get them up on the screen a little bit later. But, I mean, let's go a little bit more into Skara. I mean, tell us a little bit more about the game.
Well, Skara is a multiplayer, free-to-play hack-and-slash game with versus mechanics and fatalities. So basically, you team up with up to 15 friends to try to dominate the arenas and play some fast-paced rhythm. Awesome game.
They had me sold on
Yeah.
fatalities.
It's a project we've been working on for like 18 months now. It's can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Yeah, we got you.
Sorry, no problem. It's a project in which Pablo and I have been working on for like 18 months now. Pablo and I grew up together in Spain, actually, playing a lot of video games many years ago, longer than what I can remember. And one day we basically decided to just Pablo's been working in video games and even teaching video games for many years. And had been working in this project on the side for 5 years before we started actually working on it properly. And one day we decided to get together and just drop everything we had and just go for it and decided to do it. But the concept came basically from playing many video games and actually always thinking about how could we make a video game better? What defects we thought we could improve if we were making that video game, right? So it came as a result of just not finding the perfect video game, the one we would love to play and enjoy. And as Pablo said, well, he came up with this idea actually of this kind of hack and slash, in which he had been working for many months. And 18 months ago we started working on it, and until today. So you've seen the result of the last gameplay video that we had.
Oh, nice, man, nice.
That's nice.
Yeah, no, that's cool. That's cool. I mean, like, I I honestly didn't know you guys were at Eurogamer, so I was like, oh damn it, I missed you guys. I should have come and said hello.
You gotta get your PA to forge your emails better.
I know. What's going on, right?
Robbie's fired. Robbie's a made-up person.
To be honest, it was a last-minute thing. It was actually because we wanted to take the game into the Xbox One console, and we just got into the ID at Xbox platform weeks ago. They actually invited us in the last minute. They say, guys, you're already kind of official developers for Xbox. Would you like to present the game in Eurogamer? We, of course, said yes without actually having anything to show. And it was a last-minute thing, extremely difficult challenge. We have the game in Unreal 4, as you may know by now.
Yeah.
And but we only had it in PC. So we had to port the game into the console, and it was the first time we tried it. We had heard from other people that it was a relatively simple process, but we hadn't done it yet. So it took us like 2 weeks of kind of paperwork up and down between Unreal and Microsoft to get the full everything we needed, the code to actually download the game. Once we had the game, it was like almost immediately we got the game ported. But I think the first time we saw the game was on Friday, and we ported the game like on Wednesday, something like that. So yeah, it was a very last minute thing. Yeah.
And a bit stressful, as you can imagine.
Yeah, I bet.
You could have just cheated like most people. They just plug a Xbox One controller into a PC and pretend that it's ported.
Yeah, we thought about that.
There's quite a few of them. See the Windows sign coming
no,
up.
You thought about that. You thought about that.
No, but it went quite well. Unfortunately, the game was not ready for people to actually demo themselves, but we were walking around showing the arena, showing the characters and the combo attacks and explaining what the game was going to be about. And yeah, it was pretty good. People did like not only the concept, the concept is very cool. It's a free-to-play next-gen video game. But what I think people really appreciate is the fact that we are 12 guys and a dog in a small studio making a Xbox One and PlayStation 4 free-to-play video game, which is the challenge.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, definitely a massive challenge. I mean, just the free-to-play kind of tagline there. It's such a fierce market out there in general. So, I mean, yeah. I mean,
we know.
Yeah. I mean, what kind of inspired you to kind of go for the whole, the free-to-play kind of aspect?
I mean, again, we decided to do we wanted to play, and we wanted people to play. Like the main difference with, of course, the big publishers, a big company, is that they have hundreds of people or more in the balance sheet. They have to pay salaries every month. We do of course need to eat every month, but we said, hey, let's do this the way we would like to do it. If it works, great. We all can make some money. But if it doesn't work well, we'll try something else. And at the end, as we said, like we wanted a game that everybody could play and everybody could give us feedback on, and that's the way we're doing it.
Yeah, that's really important as well. As we wanted the development community to be the people that would play it.
Yeah.
So, finding a good Steam Early Access and making sure that they were as much involved as possible.
Yeah,
being free to play is really part of that.
Exactly. We get great feedback from everybody. We have the forums are always the people telling us what would they like to see in the game. We're trying to, everybody in the studio is answering 24 hours per day to any question, issues, and anything like that. And it's as you guys, it's made by gamers, as you say, by gamers for gamers. So
I like what you said there. It's like, we'll try this. We want to do it this way. If it doesn't work, I'll explain to the wife we lost the house, sort of thing. We had someone. Who was the other one that? We had another guest on, and they were like, "We want to do it this way. If it doesn't work, well, we're financially ruined on this, but it doesn't really matter." Like, and, no, it's better. Like, the thing we find is because we have a lot of indies and we have quite a lot of like the smaller studios and stuff. and there's definite passion for what you're doing. It's
Yeah.
not about just making money. It's not about, you know, oh well, this is what people want to buy. It's about actually we want to play this and people want to play it, sort of thing. It's the same as, you know, we could change our podcast to be a lot more professional with a lot less stuff in it, and probably a lot more people would listen to it. But it'd be boring as fuck making it.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that. Like, we want to have a drink. We want to have a laugh. And
Yeah,
like,
yeah, for sure.
that's what
man.
it's all about. So yeah, it's good to hear that you're the same kind of thing. Like you're doing it because of your passion for gaming, rather than, you know, oh well, we want to make something and it will sell really well that way. You don't. I bet Candy Crush developers, like is it Zynga? I bet they were like when they were making it. I want to make this game because it's exactly the kind of game I want to play on the toilet. Like, I don't think that was the kind of way they were going.
And everybody goes to the toilet, right? So.
To be fair, it's a very good game when you're on the toilet. But, that's the thing. It's changed now, because I remember I used to always have a book or a magazine in the bathroom. Now you got a smartphone.
No comment.
Yeah.
Well, you got the whole world.
Yeah. I remember I used to have a Game Boy. I used to have a
Tablet.
Game Boy with Pokemon Yellow in it, and that used to be my toilet
Who
game.
love a bit of Pokemon
Yeah.
Yellow?
Problem with that is you never leave.
Yeah. That is true. That is true.
I can't remember. There was a really funny someone I was
Just
following.
wait, I gotta finish this level first.
But yeah, there was someone that I follow put up a photo on Instagram, and it was 3 photos, and one was his. You could see he was on the toilet, but it was the top of his knees where his elbows had been leaning on it for so long. There was like this crater of like whatever. Then a picture of the time he'd spent on the thing, and then the photo of his wife like shouting at him because he'd just be sat. Like I think the comment was, "I finished 45 minutes ago, but still haven't got off the toilet," and like just been playing on there because you get sucked in a lot of the time.
I think we need to develop more toilet games in general. I think we just need to, like, I don't know. Should we make a toilet themed game?
There's already a lot of games based on toilet stuff.
That's
like
true.
Poo.
Yeah,
that
that's
game
true.
where you. I never understood that. It's like a what are they called? Tamagotchi. That's for poo. Like, have you seen that?
No.
It's like you raise a poo.
Really?
It's really popular. I was like, I don't understand this. I'm feeding a poo. This makes no sense. But no, yeah, we can make some games for the toilet.
Let's do it. I think you know what? I think we should get into the games.
Multiplayer
market. I think we should
games.
just do it.
So you
multiplayer.
know that you're playing someone else, and you have to be on the toilet to play. We're on to a new market there, guys.
The Skara that's missing is
How can we verify that they're on the toilet though?
Sound recognition.
the echo.
There'll be the echo, and there'll be the definite. It depends what mode you want to play on. Hard mode. Who was it I was talking? Oh, I told you about it. There's I was listening to the Joe Rogan podcast, and they had the president of, is it Voice?
Yeah.
The guys that go around the world and they go and do crazy stuff or whatever. And he was telling the scenario of, it's like a law of how bad you need the toilet is like relevant to how bad that toilet will be. So if you like, you know, you're in Switzerland and you go to like the lovely log cabin and it's a beautiful toilet, you're gonna have the most lovely poo in the world and all this kind of stuff. And then and then like when you're in India and you really like, it's a volcano's gonna erupt, you are gonna have a hole with, you know, a dead body sticking out of it and stuff like that. I just thought it was really true, because the times when I've been caught out in the middle of, like, you know, when you get caught out in, you have to go to a public toilet. It's
Yeah.
like, this is not nice at all.
There we go. Fantastic. Toilet tangent.
Toilet tangent.
Right, so
Let's get back to the games.
yeah.
Well, we all do it.
we do, you know.
And if you say you don't, you're a liar.
You fucking liar. Or you lack that orifice somehow. I don't. Right?
One of my ex-girlfriends used to say, before we end this, one of my ex-girlfriends used to say she doesn't go to the toilet for a number 2. And I was like, no, but you do. She goes, no, I just never go. And I was like, it doesn't worry me. It's a normal thing. It actually worries me a lot more if you don't go to the toilet, sort of thing. And she, for like 2 months we were dating. She was like, no, I just don't go to the number 2. I was like, this makes no sense. But anyway,
Probably strange to be that way from another ex.
It's weird. Strange. But yeah, we ask everyone that comes on the show a couple of questions. A very important question. The very important questions. So the first question that throws most people for a loop. What is the best thing you have eaten in the last 7 days?
Now the thing is that obviously you've been to Eurogamer. I know that a Eurogamer diet isn't usually that great.
Yeah, it's probably
so
shit.
I don't know. Let's see.
Yeah, so you said for the best thing or the worst thing?
The best
thing. You can hit the worst thing as well if you want. We want to hear the Spanish cuisine.
Oh no! Well,
No
for the last few days you said. So yeah, we were at Eurogamer. No, I ate a lot of candy. I think someone was giving free candy, and I just ate like 25 of them. Yeah, that was my full lunch, I think.
I'm gonna sound a little bit like I'm flattering Pablo, but he came here from Spain.
Oh, that's true.
And the night before EGX, he made an amazing tortilla.
Tortilla. We lost you a bit there.
Chinese tortilla. Yes.
It was really good.
Well, omelette. I think you call it omelette. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yours is. Yeah, I know what you mean now.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, they're nice.
Actually. Maybe all your toilet made him have to do something.
Yeah, actually, guys, I'm very disappointed that you forgot the paella on Saturday night.
But
thank you very much.
Yeah, well, that was the event was over by then. But no, that was amazing. He also cooked paella. Yeah, he's a good chef.
Oh, nice.
Slaving over a hot stove and creating games. That's what we like to hear.
So, I mean, how about
do everything.
How about over in Barcelona? What did you have? Can you hear him? Is he there? Is he there? I didn't hear what he said.
He didn't say anything.
Is he there?
What was the best thing?
I'm here. Okay.
Ah.
The best thing?
Yeah, the best thing you've eaten, man.
Here in Barcelona.
Well, for the last 7 days.
Last 7 days. Let's make it 2 weeks. Let's stretch it out. What's the best thing you've eaten?
No, okay. The nachos that I served with Jackson and Mickey, who is a member of the team, in that pub full of Chelsea fans, was actually quite nice.
Right outside. Yeah.
Nice.
Yep, those were good.
The other thing
They weren't very good to me afterwards, though. I have to be honest.
Well, they made you play more video games in the toilet, probably.
That's right.
Well, if the food's bad enough, then you have to spend more time on the video game. So, or good enough.
Nachos are good for that.
Yeah. Sufficient serve. You develop video games, you don't have money, you have to eat crap, and then you go to the toilet. Yeah.
Yeah, you got that. You got to have that in mind.
That's right, sir.
I remember when who was it? My friend. He's like a professional gamer, and like if you heard his voice, you would think of a 5'2", skinny, glasses. Like you would that's the picture you see.
Mm-hmm.
And he spends 18 hours roughly a day playing computer games for 5 days a week. He's on it all the time. Now, if you saw him, his snack, like his food, is just protein and protein shakes.
Yeah.
And his 2 hours in between his breaks sort of thing, he's just working out.
Yeah.
He's the most hench fucker you've ever seen. But like most people, when you see like they've got their nightly snacks, they've got their Doritos, they've got their energy drink or whatever.
Yeah.
He's just got like stacks of like cooked meat and like protein shake and like everything like that. It's ridiculous. You never expect it, but you hear him on like I have to see if I can get one of his videos.
Yeah.
One time. He literally sounds like, "Hi guys, I'm gonna be playing some games," and all this kind of stuff. It's the most weird sensation ever. Like when you finally see it, what he looks like.
Okay, I'll go to check that out for sure. I just wanted to jump on that food level, man. Fucking went to Chipotle.
Oh, you did go to Chipotle.
Oh my god!
Boom, boom, boom.
Like I'd never been before.
It's good.
I got a blue egg today.
Oh, you did get a blue egg, yeah. I did see that picture. Chipotle is amazing.
Have you guys ever been to Chipotle? There's ones in London.
Yeah. That's the one I went to. The one in sort of near Baker Street.
They don't shine a candle on the ones in the the US. It has to be said.
Yeah,
Really?
that's very true.
I wish I could try that, but
Chipotle in the
yeah,
States is the thing.
I bet it is. I bet it is. I'd never tried it before until this weekend. Like we were on our way home from EGX on Saturday, and my brother Brandon, he was like, "Man, I'm in London. We've got to stop in Chipotle."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Okay, all right, fair enough. I haven't had it. Totally going there many more times in the future."
It's amazing how different stuff can be as well. Like, how good was the German Burger King?
Oh yeah, man.
We went to German Burger King
When we were at Gamescom.
We went to Gamescom, and that rocked my world because they were like, you know, they do supersize still, and we said to them like, you can't get this in England anymore, and he laughed and was like, why? Why? And like, I was like, give me the largest thing with the largest thing with the largest thing. It was amazing.
Man, the drink was ridiculous as well. It was just like, it was massive. I'm just trying to think, have I got anything I can compare it to right now?
I have a photo of it.
Have you got a photo of it? Okay, all right. We'll get. Well,
Princess Cup.
I've got this cup. It was sort of like, I don't know. I'm just trying to think. Probably like maybe 2-3 times the size of that cup kind of thing. No, 2 maybe. It was fucking massive.
You, Dan, can you go onto our Facebook and there'll be? I think we put it up on our. I put it up on the Facebook.
Oh, okay. All right. Well,
there'll be a picture. We'll find that while we're doing.
Yeah, we'll find
but
that.
It rocked my world.
Yeah, it was fucking ridiculous.
They serve beer in those in Germany, don't they?
Yeah. In Spain too. Yeah, you can buy beer in McDonald's.
Yeah, in France as well, you can get beer and
That's
stuff.
crazy.
Yeah, it really weirded me out. Like, you go to like the service stations, they'd have like beer vending machines, and then that's it. Can you get that to come up somehow?
Yeah,
it doesn't really do it justice to how big it was.
No, it doesn't.
But obviously, you guys can't see on the screen. But this was that rocked my world. That meal.
Yeah, man, it
It was
was.
so good. Like, I'm a big fan of it. Like, there, people can see how much I was enjoying it.
He was.
I was wearing
He was
a
the
Burger King
He was.
hat.
He was actually the king right then.
It was amazing. I was getting down on that. Chow down.
Anyway, let's get off that. And I mean, as you were at Eurogamer, did you get a chance to sort of go around and play any games at all?
Yeah, we did. We play a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, what did you get to play?
Not everything. Which one did we play? I mean, well.
I spent most of my time in the indie area.
Yeah, you played this one, the pirate thing, you know.
Yeah, it's called Mutiny. Did you play that?
Yeah, I mean, I must say I didn't play it, but it was. I think it was at Rest earlier in the year.
Yeah, we had
and
a little look at it.
I had a look at it then. It was a really good selection indie-wise on this year. I mean, a lot of the people who were in the indies kind of thing were at Rest as well, but it was really good to see them all again as well. And did you get a chance to go through the Left Field collection as well?
I didn't. No.
I didn't know.
There was some really interesting ideas there in general. I mean, there was one in general which just blew my mind a little bit. That they kind of had these like 4 like motorized sliders. In fact, there's a picture of it, Dan. If you could bring it up on the Instagram. If you scroll up, I'll just get that picture up, just so that I can kind of see it. And there we go. It's the lights there. Basically, it was 4 motorized like slider controllers. Which it was really strange to see. They were all like color coded, like lit up, you know, sort of illuminated, sort of quite brightly, and it was kind of like on the actual screen, it was Flappy Bird kind of thing. It was like a Flappy Bird clone, but you had to use the sliders to be able to actually kind of move the pipes out of the way rather than obviously the object in the middle. But the cool thing is about that is because of the fact that there was multiple sliders, is that you were actually controlling multiple kind of pipes, which was really strange. But it meant that you could kind of do it on a multiplayer kind of thing in some sense, and you could kind of try and trick out people to be able to kind of make them in some sense hit hit their pipe instead of yours. So yeah, it was a really strange kind of idea that I'd never seen done before. But really cool. Obviously, I don't see how that would ever have any commercial value, but I don't care at the end of the day.
Yeah,
I think it's about being creative and and just sort of pushing those boundaries. And I think they did there, which was really cool to see.
That guy that I was talking to that time when he thought he had the best idea ever. So I'm talking to a guy at work and he's talking to me about games and stuff. He goes, "Oh yeah, I'm designing games at the moment." I was like, "Okay, what are you doing?" He goes, "Right, imagine this, yeah. You've got your favourite songs in the world, and you have this like guitar item, and you hit buttons, and like you play along to the songs." And I went, "Oh, Guitar Hero." He goes, "What?" I was like, "Guitar Hero." He goes, "What's Guitar Hero?"
No.
And I literally went,
no.
"Please," I literally said, "Continue on with your story." So in his mind, he created Guitar Hero, and he just described exactly. He goes, "Well, you could have like an orange and a blue and a green," and I was like, "No, he's fucking with me now. He's fucking about, like, he's 100%. He is fucking with me." And like, I just went, "Oh, like you mean like Rock Band then?" Like thinking, "Oh, he's confused. Like he's never seen Guitar Hero, but he knows of Rock Band." And he goes, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, this is like a new IP that I'm trying to create." And I was like, "You do realise this idea has been made?" And he goes, "No, what?" And I was like, "Just go into your local game shop and just like have a look. There's loads of guitars on the second-hand bit." And he goes, "Oh," and like I've never spoken to him again. But it was just the face he pulled of, like, I hope he had spent loads of time thinking about that. Like, I really hope he'd wasted a lot of time. Because the first thing you do if you have an idea, do you not Google it to see if someone else has had that idea before?
Yeah.
Like 100%. If I have a great idea, I'm going to go,
Yeah.
Let me Google that quickly. Because every time I have a really, really good idea, it's not my idea. I just think it's my idea, and I've forgotten that someone else had already done it, which is a shame.
Actually, we kind of forgot to Google Skara before creating the game. And later on, we discovered that it's a town in Sweden, and
It's not a game.
that it means grill in Bulgarian.
Yeah, I know. I saw because when I looked up Skara, I saw it was the town in. Was it Sweden? Did you say?
Bulgaria.
Yeah, Sweden.
No,
Oh,
the
Sweden.
Bulgaria
Oh.
it's something
Oh,
in
it means
Bulgarian.
for-
Yeah.
There's a lot of that stuff. But there's only one stag beetle.
Yeah, but we're becoming more. Good.
No, fair enough. Well, I mean, I think we're probably going to dive into sort of a lot of kind of Eurogamer stuff now. Would you like to kind of join us on this side of the podcast, or do you need to get off and do anything, or just asking?
I mean, I'm happy to stay. Absolutely.
Excellent, fantastic. Now, I mean.
I can hear what you guys did about it.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. Now we finally Eurogamer obviously was upon us last weekend, and fuck me, I had a great time. I mean, a great time. Mike, what happened to you, my man? Come on, tell.
You know what happened?
What's going on, man? What's going on?
All right, so I've been working really hard at the moment, like really hard, and I hadn't had a day off in pretty much 10, 12, 13 days. Or lunch. Shut up. So anyway, I woke up in the morning feeling pretty rough, but I was like, I'll go in later, don't worry. And I fell asleep. This is what time did I message you? It was early, it was 8 o'clock or something in the morning. I was like, I'll just have a little nap and I'll go. And then when I woke up at like 4:35, I was like, oh, I've missed it. Bollocks. And just had slept the whole day completely, just written off a whole day. So yeah, I missed it. Oh well, next year. Are you going to do a bit of sad Hulk music for me? Oh, fantastic.
So that's how Mike missed Eurogamer.
Oh,
I've accidentally hit on a video somehow accidentally here as well.
Oh,
Fantastic. So yeah.
I had a fantastic time in bed.
Did you? I hope you did.
Yeah, I did. Like 7, 8. Like I slept like 20 hours pretty much. just to like recover. It was fantastic. I feel so much better because of it. And I've got a day off tomorrow, so I'm really looking forward to it.
Nice, man, nice. So yeah, I mean, at the start of my kind of Eurogamer time, I actually got up late on the first
so
day.
don't be having a go about me. You're Mr. I set alarms for everything, and you woke up by your brother Facebook messaging.
That's
you.
right, I did. My brother Facebook messaged me and got me up, and I was there. I finally got there, me and my brother. Luckily, when I arrived, just managed to get in fairly quickly, which was nice because my brother was at the front of the queue because he went up ahead of me. So that was lovely.
Did he have a press pass?
He did, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
that's right.
He went up for his own thing, which is a YouTube thing, Downs Chicken. Check out his videos, very funny. Now, the first thing that we kind of went and checked, I mean, obviously we went and had a good sort of walk around the show and everything like that. The first thing that we kind of did come across is obviously going into the tunnel, some nice tunnel fun, and waiting inside the event to try and get in, which I think Dan's just sort of quickly getting through to an image. He's just scrolling down.
I hate that tunnel.
Load more. Yep, load more. You can do it.
There's loads of pictures.
Just go. Scroll down.
There's loads of pictures.
There is.
You did well.
There we go. There's the tunnel. All right. So, in other words, when we arrived, you can see the outside of Eurogamer there. Go up. Just there. There we go. So, the outside of Eurogamer. We've got that. It looked really awesome out there with the Evil Within kind of stuff there. It looked really cool at the top. Just keep. What are you doing, Dan? Fucking stop moving it. Right. Just scroll up now. Yeah, go on. Fucking do it.
You look so... That go
it.
down. That face he's pulling there is the face that you're pulling at Dan right now.
That is like...
Dan, please stop fucking about.
Yeah, and just do what I'm fucking telling you, right? Go back. So go back down a little bit. So yeah, then the first game that I did actually end up going to play was Assassin's Creed. Assassin's Creed Rogue. It was that I played because they had a showing of Unity kind of thing.
I really love what you told them.
What
is this the boat one?
One set. I
love it.
So I mean, I went there. I was like, oh, cool. Yeah, I'll hit up some Assassin's Creed. Like, there was no queue there because obviously we got in fairly early and everything like that. So we were like, yeah, cool, let's do this. And it was boat stuff. Right? And I was just sort of like, look, we've done loads of boat stuff on, like, Black Flag and that. Oh, we've lost the guys. We'll get them back. Now... I must have bored them. I think maybe they were offended that I was slagging off the Assassin's Creed boat stuff. Maybe.
No, maybe they just really hated the boats as well. They were like, "Fuck it."
Yeah, fuck the boat. I'm done with
this.
Fuck
boats.
I don't even want to hear about it.
I'm on a boat, motherfucker.
So yeah, literally, right? I did like the boat kind of thing. Went to whatever the objective was. No fighting whatsoever. Only like boat, like combat in some sense. And like, so in other words, like I sort of got off it, I got off it, and like the person sort of came up to me and was like, "Oh yeah, so what do you think of that?" And I was like, "You could have done with some bloody fighting in it." I was like, it was bloody just boat stuff. Like I did plenty of that on the bloody last game, the pirate one,
That's mad.
And they were like, "Oh right,"
Like I'm sure that every single person that played that thought that.
Wasn't the only person I offended that weekend.
Cares?
But yeah, I'll move on to that later. I'll get to that. Yeah, I didn't tell you about that one. So
okay. I love it when you offend people because it's really funny. Look, you just got rid of our guests because you offended them.
Yeah, I know. It's fun though. Then, if we just the next thing that we moved on to was Far Cry 4. Now, Far Cry.
Was it the same demo?
It was exactly the same demo that was at Gamescom. I actually did play it a few times that weekend.
It's really beautiful, though.
It is really nice. Yeah, no, it's really cool.
But I didn't like when I played it. Yeah, so the first gun you get, or the gun you've got, is the grenade launcher.
Yeah.
And I didn't realise that, so I'm being all stealthy, setting up to take out a kill. Right behind someone, pop grenade, and I was like, "Oh God!" Didn't expect that.
Yeah, but I know it's still really cool to play. It's looking really good.
It does look cool.
Then after that, I went through and looked at this. It was we didn't know when we went in there. We sort of walked in there, and it was like a presentation kind of thing. We're thinking, "Oh, this is cool," and everything like that. We sit down, And then we kind of I look down and sort of on where I'm sitting and go, hold on, there's a plug socket here. There's plug sockets along all of these. Oh shit! How long is this going to be? 45 minutes. We were in there for that Witcher presentation. But am I glad I did?
Do they have plug sockets so that you could charge your devices?
That's
for
right.
it? That's cool.
Genius, right? That was a clever idea on their part.
Witcher 3 has me purely for the thing you get in the limited edition.
What is it? What is
It's
it
that guy slaying a griffin or whatever and stuff, and I was like,
okay.
God damn you. Another £150 set I'm going to have to fucking buy.
It's
But
really
it's
cool.
getting more expensive.
Is it?
No, but like, remember, I can't remember what the first one was, but I was like, oh, yeah, I'll do an £80 set.
Yeah.
And then DeadSec, I was like, yeah, I'll do £100.
Yeah.
And then fucking Destiny, I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, I can do 150. Batman's 190
190
for the Batmobile one.
Fucking hell.
It's going to get to the point where I can get like a limited edition PlayStation cheaper than getting the limited edition fucking figure that comes with it. No, it's mad. I just salivated a lot into my mouth. It was sexy.
Excellent. I love it.
You see how Dan's leaning now?
Yeah.
Right. So in store, the people today was quite funny. We had a guy, and he was just leaning. You know where the tablets are when you first come in.
Mm-hmm.
He was like leaning down, and we're like, "Is he all right? What's he doing?"
Yeah.
He's on his phone and he's charging off one of the things. Didn't ask if he could use a charger or whatever. But like, oh, it'll be 5 minutes, whatever. 45 minutes.
No.
Yeah, just sat there like, yeah, all right, baby, I love you, baby. All this kind of stuff. It was ridiculous.
Really?
You can put it back on the camera now.
The cheek of it. The absolute cheek of it. And to be fair, I was going to reference a picture. That's funny.
Well, yeah. I just wanted to hit up a bit of you.
That's cool.
Sexy.
I suppose you can take off the Skype.
I don't think they're coming back.
So.
I think
don't think they're coming back. I think they left.
We could try and call them.
But first of all, thanks, Skara guys. You know, it looks like a really cool game.
We'll have to speak to them once we're off the cast and stuff, because yeah, it does look cool.
It does, definitely.
I just wish people had a bit better internet connection and mics when we spoke to them sometimes.
Yeah, I think it was down to the video
It's
as well.
Very
I think
to hear some of the stuff.
it was.
say.
So I mean, hopefully you did catch all of that. If there was any problems, really sorry about that. You know,
We'll
we'll
speak
try
to
and
them
make them
again
better in the
anyway.
future. Yeah, definitely for sure. And plus us, they're in London as well. I'm sure we'll go up and visit them sometime as well. So. But I mean, definitely check out their. I think their Twitter is Skara TBR, which is because obviously it's the Blade Remains. I'm just trying to remember the website at the moment.
Yeah,
I think
it's Skara TBR.
Yeah, there we go. But yeah, if you go on their Twitter, I'm sure you'll be able to find everything else there. Really nice bunch of guys as well, and well, obviously we wish them all the best on their game as well. Now let's get back to Eurogamer at hand anyway. After that, to be fair, like I didn't really play too much on the Friday. I was just sort of wandering around, talking to people, you know, just sort of saying hello. And me and Brandon, we came across a Sackboy that was just there. You could go and take a selfie with it. And Brandon has got a lovely picture there going on. He's got a lovely face going on. Look at him.
He does like sack on his face.
He does love sack on his face. He loves some of that sacking action. So that teabag action. Moving on to the next.
Moving swiftly on. I feel like I'm.
I,
you're coming back from a holiday, and you're my mum.
Yeah,
It's like, and this is the projectors.
it's like that. It's like that. I'm just trying to quickly go through it. I'm trying to quickly go through it.
You up.
So Far Cry 4. Once again, they were doing like a really awesome like kind of picture thing where it was just about the. It's upset. I think they were kind of trying to emulate.
It's the thing, but I don't think they did that as well as they could have.
I think that could have been done a lot better.
Much better.
Considering
I think they should have had a person there. Or
considering
something.
like the Destiny kind of thing.
Which we'll get
now,
into in a second.
bring up the Destiny image there, man.
Yeah. So this is the image for Far Cry.
No, it's not in the Instagram. Remember that it's the other one. Yeah, there we go.
Now that's a fucking picture.
Yeah, that looks.
But guys, can we zoom in quickly? Is there a way to zoom in on this face?
I think you could. Yeah. Here we
Yeah.
go.
Right. Get right in on this face. Yeah.
Just scroll down. You have to scroll. Yeah. Scroll.
This is the face Leon is now going. This is when He is coming to kill you in Destiny. We've decided Leon, every time he gets onto his thing in his Sparrow,
Yeah.
he has to pull this face.
I have to. It's my face now. I was trying to be, you know, like I was putting my game face on there properly.
That's 100%.
That
I'm
was that.
so glad you did.
Yeah.
I'm really
That's the Billy Smith face.
What you want?
Well, I'm really gutted. I've just remembered we took a photo of Zach earlier by mistake.
Yeah.
It 100% has to be our group photo.
Yeah.
It's the best photo you'll ever see. If he hasn't deleted it off the Nokia,
Okay.
I'm going to show you it tomorrow.
Okay.
Anyway.
All right. Fair enough.
Yeah, that's a picture. Like I remember, I
That-
was really gutted when we were at Eurogamer, because they had that there and it was like a long queue and I couldn't be
Yeah.
bothered and stuff.
Oh, were
like
you
that.
at, was it at Gamescom? It was, wasn't it?
Gamescom
Yeah,
even,
it was
sorry.
at Gamescom.
Yeah, it was there.
Okay, cool. But yeah, no, I saw it. Yeah, but I mean, I did that. That was the second thing I did on the Saturday.
But I told you to go.
Yeah,
I told you.
Yeah, for sure. I mean,
Was it fast?
it was well fast.
Did it make loads of noise?
No, it didn't that make. It didn't make that much noise actually. It's actually quite quiet. You know?
Really?
Yeah, it is. Yeah. They just make the.
You
Yeah.
should have had my ghost there. 100%.
Anyway, can you get back to our cameras, please, instead of just
Our cameras.
Yeah, there we go. Cool, thank you. Oh yeah. Now I'm just trying to think. What was the next thing that I kind of went and checked out? You know what? I'm actually gonna have to go over to the Instagram again. Sorry, my man. Can we go to the Instagram? Oh, right.
That is definitely the face of I'm coming to get you.
It's probably going to be well zoomed in on the Instagram. Oh, no, it's not anymore. That's cool. Right then, I've got a nice picture of the show floor there as well, which was pretty cool. Because the cool thing about it this year is that, I mean, have you ever been to Eurogamer at all, Mike?
Yeah, I went to EGX and Eurogame's a lot bigger, isn't it? So
yeah.
But yeah, I haven't been in many years, but you were saying that there's a lot more upstairs stuff or whatever.
It was really cool. They kind of spread things out a lot more this year.
Usually it's very packed in.
It is. So they kind of usually had like most of it downstairs, and then they'd have like this little small portion upstairs kind of thing. Where this year they properly spread everything out. There was a lot more space. It kind of felt a little bit more open. I think, you know, layout-wise, they did a really good job this year. Because all of the 18 plus games were upstairs, as well as like the res sort of indie kind of stuff as well. They were upstairs as well, but like on different sides kind of thing upstairs.
What jazz band level would you give it?
Oh, a jazz band level. Well, that's a difficult one there. Bassoon. Well, the bassoon of brutality there. Yeah.
The barb.
The barb bassoon of brutality.
It's coming, people.
It's coming.
Sprinkle it on. It's an inside joke for the moment, but you will find out sooner or later.
Yeah, you will hear about
You'll
it,
understand.
and it's going to be really fucking cool as well. I can't wait to see it all. Nearly got everything together on that, so that's good. Now,
Met Sonic.
Yeah, we came across Sonic, and
Where's your hat?
Somehow they managed to get them. I didn't have my hat with them. It was Brandon there.
I know it's Brandon, but where's your hat? You should have been there
I
in your hat.
I should have brought it, shouldn't I? I didn't think
You could have
about
asked Sonic how the hat destroyed your thing.
Yeah.
Like, Sonic,
what's
going on,
What were
man?
you doing, man? Did you just sort of like whiz around my fucking room or something?
Fucking ridiculous speed.
But it was kind of cool because Brandon did this sort of weird fucking praying thing, and he kind of followed
Praying
along
to
with
Sonic.
it, which was brilliant. Then go up a bit more.
You should have punched him. Loads of gold rings would have flown out.
Now this is the cool thing. That's quite funny. The cool thing that we did on the Friday. That there was this little press event.
Oh yes.
A Square Enix press event. It was at this
yes.
pub round the corner, kind of thing.
Secret invite only.
Yeah, it was press only event kind of thing, and it was really cool. We went there a bit early in some sense because of the fact that we didn't get onto a presentation straight away because they were like on the hour. It turned out the developer of the game that we were going to see, in some sense, it was ill, and someone else ended up talking through the game. But the game that we ended up seeing was really cool. But I'll get onto that in a sec. There was a few other games in the waiting area while we were kind of waiting to be able to go and see this game. We had the new like Lara Croft game, the over the top kind of 4-player co-op. Because they've I can't remember what it's called either now, but they've definitely had that. We've had that before. Get it back on camera. Then for they had also Lords of the Fallen, which is another Square Enix game. It's kind of very much
Square Enix game.
I know,
Square Enix talk.
Yeah, very good point. That it was actually these guys kind of, it was kind of like Dark Souls, that game.
Speaking of Dark Souls, Xbox One Games of Gold. No, not Xbox One. Xbox Games of Gold. Darksiders 2.
Oh, Darksiders.
Will
Okay.
be soon. Just because you said that and it reminded me.
Yeah.
Definitely get that because it's a really, really good game.
Yeah. So yeah, it was yeah, like I said, it was kind of like Dark Souls, but they kind of made it a little bit more user friendly. It was still,
Yeah, it's very hard.
still has a rogue kind of element to it, as it's meant to kind of be. But yeah, it looked kind of cool graphically. It looked fine. It was a bit buggy on what they were showing, but it is an alpha build anyway.
Always
it's fair
happens.
enough and that kind of thing. They had Sleeping Dogs, the remastered or the definitive edition. I can't remember what they've called it.
Dizzle.
Yeah. And that looks really good as well, actually.
I never played Sleeping Dogs.
I didn't really get a chance to play it that much, and I sat down and I was playing it for a good sort of 10-15 minutes while I was waiting, kind of thing, and yeah, I was totally getting into it as well. It was a lot of fun. So I think I might actually be picking that up now, thinking about it. So.
No.
I know, crazy stuff, isn't it?
You're going to buy another game while Destiny's out?
Well, I'm not going to buy one yet. It's down the line. Because I'm not buying anything else at the moment. I mean, there is a few games I want to buy, but I'll get to that in a sec. Because, yeah, there's some great games coming. Then, right then. So let's get back to... Oh, yeah, in fact, the event, I suppose. Oh, in fact, you don't need to get to a picture now. The actual game that they were kind of doing a talk on was Life is Strange. It's kind of like a Telltale. It kind of reminds me of like Telltale games, like The Walking Dead and stuff like that. It's going to be like an episodic kind of thing.
Yeah.
Where it's kind of like, it's a story about these. This one girl, I think it's Maxine, her name is. And she has basically come back to this town where she used to live. Like, she meets up with a childhood friend, and they sort of basically find out that one of their other friends is missing, and they're trying to figure out what's happened to her. The weird thing about this game is that Maxine, at the beginning of the game, discovers that she's got the power to be able to rewind time, and the cool thing about the game is that it's kind of like, because obviously it's like it kind of reminds me of like a point and click game, like Heavy Rain,
it's
that
more
kind
a
of
story, but with game elements.
Exactly. It's that kind of thing. So the cool thing is that you're, in some sense, going around, a room, in some sense, you're at someone's house, kind of thing like that, and you'll be interacting with items, and that. You interacting with that item then could affect an event in the game that happens. It could be right on the last episode in some sense. So in other words, you can actually, in some sense, rewind time to be able to kind of adjust on how that how it kind of played out. Now, they only kind of showed us it sort of on an episode, on rewinding on an episode. You can kind of do that on. It kind of does it on a checkpoint basis.
I think you have to.
They kind of hinted though that you were going to be able to rewind other ways, kind of thing there. But he didn't mean to, if you know what I mean. He was like, shit, I shouldn't have said about that, kind of thing.
By the way, Laura dies there. I mean...
So he kind of let that out a little bit. So there's definitely going to be other ways of rewinding of that. Yeah. But it seems like a really cool concept. I'm very interested in seeing how it comes out. The art style, I'm just trying to think. It wasn't like it wasn't meant to be like a hyper realistic kind of thing. It sort of had a slightly sort of cartoony edge to it, but
I think
not.
A lot of them do that.
Yeah,
like because it's very difficult to really do that high level graphics. So if you make it a little bit more cartoonified, it just gives it that edge to it. Yeah.
The other thing that they're doing with this game as well, they've got a completely independent soundtrack on this game as well. So it's literally everyone. It's all indies basically. It's just Square Enix that is publishing it.
What's the other thing?
The same guys who did this game did Remember Me. Do you remember that
I
one?
remember that one.
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't like that game.
No, I didn't either actually. But this one looks really cool.
What was the
though,
other
so.
thing with the Square Enix Enix indie stuff?
Yeah, they went on about Square Enix Collective afterwards. They had like a sort of like a little 5-10 minute talk after that, where they were kind of just talking about that it's kind of like to get indies prepared for Kickstarters. So in other words, they can kind of put their game up on this Square Enix Collective kind of thing.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like a soft run for a Kickstarter.
Yeah, it felt like from what you were telling me, and I looked online. It does feel that way. It's sort of like we're going to help you market and sort of give you some advice and so on, and we want a small cut.
Yeah.
That's not really anything to do with the money side of it. It's just we can't really give away this for free.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's literally
But in
just
some
the cover.
ways,
It's to cover their expenses kind of thing.
yeah, in some ways it is, but in another way,
Well, yeah, of course they've got to make a little bit of profit.
no, I know that, but how much was it? 10.
It's 10% if they go ahead with the Kickstarter with them, you know, kind of help with them and everything like that, and they win. That's the key thing. Then it's 10% of that Kickstarter
10%'s
revenue.
not bad. If you start going above 10%, that makes a big difference.
Now, they were sort of also saying other things about that. They were thinking about doing something with licensed titles as well from Sony. Which I thought was interesting. So there was things like Gex and stuff like that. So there was they were going, well, you know, we're thinking about maybe in the future. No, they're not. They're not saying that they're actually going to do it, but they were talking about it. They're handing out those kind of IPs. You know, letting indies kind of give it a shot. And if it is good enough, and you know they're happy with it, then they're going to take it forward.
It's a slippery slope.
I think it's a good idea, personally.
I think it's a slippery slope.
I mean, it does mean an extra 10% for a licensing fee. So
yeah, but it also means that if they want to, they can effectively let someone else make a game for them. They pump it out. It doesn't matter. Like,
yeah,
I don't know.
No, but the thing is that they're not publishing the game either. The thing, if they could publish the game if they wanted to.
No, they don't.
But
need
at
to
the end of
publish
that, because in fact they'll encourage the indie to, in some sense, to be able to go off and do it on their own. In fact, they can go with other people if they want as well. There is no like obligation to be able to stay with Square Enix.
I'm just saying. I think it's one of these things. Read the small print. I think you gotta be very careful because the other thing is, so like, if they're doing it on these names and stuff like that, and you let someone else run away with it, what have you signed in for? So if you make it really good and whatever, well, do you own the rights to it? What happens to the sequel?
Yeah.
You have to pay them to do the sequel or whatever. That's
true. Oh yeah, on that licensing kind of level, that's different.
The other one completely, I think is fine. But licensing is that is going to slippery slope.
Yeah, I mean,
hence
why I think it's just an idea in some sense. It's not something that they've
it's just one of those things of like it's very difficult for a known property to be done by someone else without them owning it, and for both parties to come out good from it. It can go right, but
I think it's a very clever idea on their part. I think it's a good thing for the industry as well.
Have you heard what else
it's actually inspiring a lot of new indies to go.
They're going to be giving out payday loans soon as well.
What?
That's a joke.
I was gonna say
just making a bit quick buck.
Oh, I'm with you. Jesus Christ. Now, I'm just going to quickly dart through the rest of the stuff we've got because we are very close to time. Or should I continue it next week? Should I just get into it next week?
How much more have you got?
No, I suppose not that much.
Bang it.
Let's do it.
Give me the rundown. Tell me the rundown how you tell me the rundown.
So let's get back to those pictures, Dan, and I'll quickly fire through them. So if we move up to the next one. So I saw the guys at Planarium. I picked up a poster actually for them. You can't see it in here at the moment, but we will see it in the set soon.
I love that game.
They weren't there though. I couldn't find them anyway. I tweeted them to see if they were there. They didn't get back to me, but it would have been cool to see them.
Good game.
But Team 17 are publishing it, so that's why it was there from what I could see. So that's pretty awesome. The Amiibos, got to see them. They were on the Nintendo.
Was the build quality like nice?
Well, I couldn't grab them.
But does it look like Disney Infinity?
They look really good. They do look really good.
Which apparently it's shit. I'm really not happy about that.
What, Disney Infinity 2?
Yeah, about 5 people have told me that have got it. They're like, this is just a £50 grab for another thing. They could have just done this as DLC for the original.
Oh shit, that's
Which is
not
annoying.
Good. Then moving up from there, what have I got? Brandon, he hit up Lord of the Fallen again, and the only reason he did is because he found out that there was a competition going on. That if you got to the end of that of their demo kind of thing, you got a T-shirt. And he ended up doing it on the Saturday. In the end, he went and did it in the end and got his free T-shirt.
It's funny how, do you know what though? A lot of those people do that. You definitely remember that game.
Oh yeah.
Oh, they're saying that. I can't remember what the game we won the T-shirt for. But I really liked that game. Do you remember the one with the speed run?
The speed run?
EGX. You had to do the demo.
Was it on the tablet thing?
No. As we walked in, and it was a platformer, and Dave won a T-shirt.
Oh fuck! I can't remember the game.
I can't remember the name of it, but the game was really good.
Yeah.
Anyway, I was going to say that completely actually bypassed what I said.
Yeah,
because I said it 100% makes you remember it, but we can't remember what it was.
Remember what it was.
I remember it being good.
Mario Kart
Cloud
8,
something.
Mario Kart 8 was there in a big style, kind of all over the place.
That game is huge.
It is. It's massive.
I went on Twitch last night. There's 15,000 people watching some random guy shouting at people about Mario Kart.
Yeah.
Crazy.
It is crazy.
I do like Mario Kart.
I did get to look at quite a bit more footage of Splatoon. I was basically just watching other people play it, kind of thing. That's the one where you're sort of firing around paint, kind of thing like that. Really, I mean, it's odd mechanics, but it seems like a really cool idea, actually. Yeah. I mean, if I had a Wii U, I'd definitely be picking that game up for sure.
But you don't. And
I don't. I mean, maybe eventually, probably not.
If it gets to £100, I'll buy one.
Yeah.
£100 is a night out.
Now, I saw Super Smash Bros. There, and that's actually coming out this week in Europe for the 3DS. That is a game I've got to buy.
You're gonna break your toast, man.
I am going to break my toast.
I don't think it's strong enough to play that kind of game.
I think you're right as well. I think I am going to destroy it. Because, I mean, obviously, we've had the reports in Japan of people breaking their, like, their circle pads and stuff.
They're not even that strong over in Japan.
Yeah.
They're all quite small.
So, yeah, I'm going to fuck it up.
Someone with, like, rocket arms like yours.
And rocket arms?
And this, like, thumbs of steel. Just going to destroy that thing.
Yeah. Then let's go up to the next image there. I was looking at Destiny because Destiny was there in a big style as well.
100%. I reckon at one point in that day, you said to yourself, "Shall I just go home and play some Destiny?"
I totally did. Totally did. In my head, I was thinking, I just want to go home and play Destiny.
One of the people that came in today, he said to me and Paul, we're talking about Destiny in the background. He goes, "Oh, is that Destiny?" Like, yeah, he goes, "Oh, I got that on PS4. Oh, yeah, what do you think? Sort of thing. He goes, "Oh, shit, got rid of it." and we literally were like, "What?" And like, Paul went out the back because he wasn't doing whatever. But I was like,
Yeah.
Why? And he goes, "Oh, yeah, it's boring. No one to play with, no one to do this." And I was like, so the game's not bad, you're just a loner. is the problem in this scenario. But everyone to the moan.
To the moan, yeah.
Everyone to their moan.
Yeah, fair enough.
Each to their own is where I meant to go with that.
I knew where you were going with it.
Our minds are melded. We're doing like a Martian mind meld right now. The Downs chicken himself.
Yeah, on the Saturday, we sort of, once again, queuing up as always. We keep moving up. Tunnel fun once again. When we get into more queue. My press pass. And I think it might be that's like the last one. Yeah. I can't even see what the last one is there. I can't even see it.
It's a small child looking at porn.
Huh? It's more Destiny. Now, the funny thing is that on the Saturday there's these guys. I mean, the first game that I played on the Saturday was The Evil Within, right? So you know it's there in a big style and everything like that, right? I go into the game. It was like there was no queue, so I could just walk in straight away. And camera. Then camera.
Go back to the camera.
Then we got into Evil Within. I sort of sit down, headphones, and sort of playing a game, and I was sort of going, "Oh yeah, I didn't really get into it at all. Really, it was really boring. I was just like." there was just nothing going on. I
Mm.
couldn't figure out what was going on. I just got a bit frustrated. I kept playing, and then in the end, like, I think he kind of kicked me off. And he was like, so yeah, what did you think? And I was like, it was boring as fuck. And he was like, oh. I was like, oops. I can't believe I just did that again. I just don't mean it sometimes. I just like, it just comes out.
Sorry, mate.
Yeah, and I was like, yeah, there was just nothing going on. Like, I know it was trying to creep me out and stuff, but I was just bored. And then left. And like,
Did you drop a smoke bomb and go out, motherfucker?
no, then Brandon followed me behind, and I was like, Brandon, what do you think of that? And he was like, oh no, it was really good, man. It was pretty like creepy and shit like that. And I was just like, it's fucking shit, mate. What are you on about? And he was like, I don't know what game you were playing.
What game were you playing? You had the original Silent Hill just playing. Whoops.
I was just like, what is this? Yeah, I didn't rate it myself. Yeah, so that was the other person I offended.
Love
it. So that was funny.
Leon, from now on, weekly, you need to give me an update of one person you've offended.
I probably could do that as
Good.
well.
And if you have none, just offend me or Dan. It's fine. We're big boys, we can take it.
So yeah, later on, I kind of played a few other games, like just sort of leaped in some Mortal Kombat 10 thing, which is really cool.
It looks nice.
Yeah, it does. Looks really nice and very, very gory. In comparison to the last one, that wasn't at all. But that's a good thing. They've
Yeah, I
taken
know,
it to the
that's
next
what I mean,
level.
I
I'm
like it.
so glad that they've taken it back to that kind of that route.
Fatality.
I'm just trying to think what else did I play. That's probably about it. But I mean, I did see a lot of gameplay and everything like that. There's definitely plenty coming up to be excited about. Obviously, we've got Shadow of Mordor literally just around the corner. Coming out. Obviously, we got the 3DS Smash Bros coming out this week as well. So you know, there's
Finished stuff.
some bloody good titles coming up.
There's a DLC coming soon for Destiny that's already on the disc.
Dun dun.
They've done it again, man.
They have.
Companies are fucking assholes.
Yep, they've already fucking made it all, and like they've just fucking left it on the disc.
But someone was talking about this, and I was like, he has a very good point in one way.
Okay.
What would be worse? That it was mostly done on the disc, and they want to cash in a little bit on it, or that they'd spent 500 million, and they still didn't get it out at that point, and they hadn't done the stuff for it. Now, as a consumer, obviously, it's cheaper, but how shit would the developers be if they, you know, they've got 2 months to add this stuff and whatever?
Yeah, I mean, the thing is that, I mean, chances are, yeah, you're right, they probably would have already made it anyway. They would have made the DLC.
Yeah.
They were already planned that. In fact, they probably made the game as a whole and then go, okay, well, what can we
Or
cut
chop
out to
it
make
out,
this
yeah.
DLC?
I think Activision probably.
Yeah, I mean,
It doesn't look that big, though. I thought it
doesn't.
I thought it would be a
all.
lot more for what it is.
When I saw that glitch out image and seeing all of the different missions there, I was like, there's not really that much more. And you're just repeating the same missions. Really.
But then again, I suppose that's DLC. I don't know, maybe. The problem is they're giving us content. So we're getting these things like the Queen's stuff and whatever. But it's the same fucking level.
Yeah.
And I'm already bored of them.
Yeah. I'm worried. I hope that it's not the case. And then hopefully it'll be okay. But I am a bit anxious about it at the moment, for sure. No doubt, mate. No doubt. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what Destiny do, man. But yeah, I mean, that was pretty much my experience of Eurogame. I got to hang out with loads of cool people, caught up with a guy who's been on the show before, the Cheney, now 8-Bit Bastard.
8-Bit Bastard.
Hopefully we'll have some things in the works with him soon.
We might do some videos.
I got to, there was some amazing merch there as well. I got to buy like a Keyblade, which is awesome.
Show 'em. Your badges are so much cooler, though.
I know. This is my Pokemon badges.
Hold on.
There we go. Are you gonna put it nice and close to the cam there?
Can you please do me like a Price is Right sort of music?
Right, there we go. So there is the Pokemon badges there from an awesome company called Top Thread. We might be doing something with them in the future, so keep an eye out on these guys. Now, this is something that's really cool. I have my own Keyblade. I am really chuffed by that thing. Really, really cool. Really nice build quality as well. Really impressed with
Does it unlock the key to my heart?
Well, there's only one way to find out, Mike.
No.
No. There we go. Well, now we found out. That's all that matters. But yeah, I think on that level, I think we need to get ready to wrap up this podcast then, my man. Are you ready enough?
I am, man. My headache's just gone.
Oh, no. What's
Just as I'm getting cooking and the drinks flowing. Yeah, I think so. It's been interesting. We'll have to holler back at those guys.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, go and check out the game Skara. The Blade Remains. Just hit that up in Google. Scar TBR on Twitter.
That's SK. How is it spelled?
SKARA for Skara.
Skara.
So yep, definitely go and check out the game. It looks like it's going to be a really cool game. Now, I think we need to wrap up our end now. So if you'd like to take part in our conversation, you can either post on our Facebook wall at facebook.com/gameover,
You can hit up the Twitter at GoverYeah. You can also contact us. You want to get on the email. It'd be nice to get an email.
It'd be nice.
We never do. We
Honestly,
get hit up for other stuff.
You know what? And you know what? If you're like, oh shit, I'm not sure how to work my email client, I'm going to make it even easier for you. You go on our website, gameoveryeah.net. We've got a contact form. You can just put it right there, man.
You put it in there, or if you're on the mobile,
yeah,
you just want to bang it out quick. Contact us at gameoveryeah.net.
Yes. So yeah, I mean, obviously, as I did say, the most important place though is gameoveryeah.net. Now, I mean, like I said, there's a contact
we
form.
We never
there.
talk about the YouTube.
The YouTube is
Game Over Yeah UK.
It is Game Over Yeah UK, and I suppose you know what? I'm gonna fucking whore it out even more. Instagram. Want to go for Instagram?
Do that Instagram.
That is game_over_yeah.
Long.
It is extremely long.
How about the Twitch.tv?
The Twitch is GoverYeah, so a G over yeah, or however you want to, GOVER.
YEA, hey.
Woo! Anyway.
Beautiful. Whore that shit out.
I think it's time for us to wrap this thing up. Where's our video gone? I don't even know where everything's gone.
I'm so lost right now.
It's all good. I am really lost. What the hell's going on there?
All over the place.
Anyway, thank you for joining us, and until next time, Game over, yeah.